Hey y'all, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're enjoying our videos, be sure to like and subscribe and we'll keep them coming. Okay, let's get started. Today we're going to be showing you how to create pretty handwritten vows for your Blue Sky Papers vow book. In this video, I'll be using black ink and a calligraphy pen. Both are nothing fancy and something I picked up at my local craft store. I'll start by using a pencil though first, and if calligraphy pens aren't your thing, you can use black pens and do a little hand lettering or a thin paintbrush. You'll also want a pair of scissors to do a little bit of cutting, and then graphite or transfer paper that you can also pick up at your local craft store. And watercolor paper, which will come with your vow book when you order. I don't use them in this video, but you could use watercolor paints too instead of ink. And here is our Blue Sky Papers vow book where we will put our finished vows in today. Before you get started, you'll need to type up and print out your vows. I used Microsoft Word and changed my margins to 5 by 8.5. Here you'll see me checking the size of my printed out vows and then cutting them down to the correct size. Okay, now you'll need to use your graphite paper and your transfer paper. I've used mine a lot, so it's easy for me to figure out which side I need to use. You want to make sure that you're having the darkest side of your transfer paper to be face down onto your watercolor paper. So, watercolor paper on the bottom, then transfer paper with the dark side down for your middle layer, and then your printed vows for the top layer. I suggest securing each of these papers down with a piece of tape. You cannot move any of these papers once you get started, or you'll have to start all the way over. Test this all out and play around before you even start on your watercolor paper. All you're going to be doing is tracing over your vows that you printed out with a pencil. If you use a colored pencil, it'll help you keep track of what you already traced. I'm just using a regular graphite pencil. Once you finish tracing all your lines, you lift up your paper and you can see that the graphite paper transferred onto your watercolor paper. You can gently lighten the lines with an eraser, and then you just start in with your black ink or your pens. And because I'm not a professional calligrapher, I naturally messed up right away and dropped a big old blob of ink at the top. So I just went with it and decided to make these vows a little messy and sprinkled some more drops of ink and smudges throughout the entire composition. I also thought that it would be really pretty to pair my vows with a little flower illustration. And keeping with the messy theme, I added drips, drops, and smudges onto this page as well to make sure that it all looked intentional and flowed really well together. I had a lot of fun doing this little line drawing and as well as writing out the vows. I think next time I want to try this again, but use my paintbrush instead of my calligraphy pen. But overall, I'm super thrilled with the results. And even though the smudges weren't planned, I think that it looks really beautiful and kind of gothic-like and just different than I expected, but I love it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and make sure you're following us on Instagram at Blue Sky Papers. You can get your Blue Sky Papers vow book at blueskypapers.com, and all links to other products featured in this video are included below. And we would love to see your pretty handwritten wedding vows too. Please share them with us on Instagram and Facebook using the hashtag VowsToWow. Until next time.